Welcome to Kwon's Corner. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to make Sundubu Jjigae, which is soft top stew. Let's get started. Before I start, I wanna give a shout out to Shitake714 who requested this episode. This one is for you. To get started, we need one shiitake mushroom. Cut off the bottom end and chop the mushroom into small chunks. Don't chop too small. We want to retain the mushroom texture. Sundubu means soft tofu and jjigae means stew. So Sundubu Jjigae means soft tofu stew. Tofu has a lot of amino acids, calcium and iron, so it's not only tasty but also very healthy. Put the mushroom to the side and get a quarter of an onion. Chop to the same size as the mushroom. There are a lot of different kinds of Sundubu Jjigae in Korea. Ham and cheese, seafood, intestine, dumpling, soybean paste, and even curry. Today, we are making a traditional pork Sundubu Jjigae. Now we need one leek. We are only going to use the bottom half of the leek. Slice thinly and put aside. In Korean, leeks are called big green onions and green onions are called small green onions. So I didn't know the word for leeks until I started YouTube. I've learned a lot of English from filming Kwon's Corner. Next, we need half a hot pepper. Slice thinly and put to the side. Skip this step if you don't like spice. Now we are going to need 350 grams of soft tofu or sundubu. Slice the package in half. Squeeze both halves into a large bowl. Not many people marinate sundubu before they cook it, but if you marinate it before, it will neutralize the bitterness and bring out the umami flavor. So we're gonna marinate before we cook it. We need half a teaspoon of sugar, no, salt. We need half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, and a dash of black pepper to bring out the umami flavor of the sundubu. Swirl the bowl to mix the marinade. We don't want to damage the soft tofu. Next, we need half a cup of kimchi. Cut the kimchi into thin strips. If you want to make my mom's secret kimchi recipe, you can click here. Also, a lot of people don't add kimchi in the sundubu, but adding kimchi will give really unique flavor and it's really good. So you should put a kimchi in it. Get a large pot. Add a little vegetable oil and 2 tablespoons of red pepper flakes or gochugaru. Turn the pot on medium and toast the red pepper flakes. When I was young, my mom used to cook me pork bulgogi with sundubu jjigae. The spiciness of the sundubu jjigae neutralized the greasiness of the pork bulgogi. After 1 to 2 minutes, add 100 grams of ground pork and mix well. Add a little more oil and mix until there's no more red to the meat. If you don't like eat pork, you can use ground beef or even turkey. Then add the cut kimchi and mix well. The pork will absorb the kimchi and red pepper flakes to become tangy, spicy, and delicious. Add 2 cloves of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 1.5 tablespoons of tuna oil. In 2005, the New York Times wrote that Sundubu Jjigae is the ideal winter meal. I totally agree. It's healthy, hot, and filling. My tuna oil was expired, so I add half tablespoon of tuna oil and 1 tablespoon of baby shrimp sauce. If you can't find these, you can try any fish sauce. When people make Sundubu Jjigae, people usually add seafood soup broth, but since I'm gonna use a regular water, I'm adding fish sauce to make more fish soup flavor. This way is simpler and still tastes good. Koreans love eating Sundubu Jjigae in the winter. Eating burning hot and spicy Sundubu Jjigae warm up your body and makes you feel like the cold is melting away. Mix well. Then add the mushroom and onion. Since Sundubu Jjigae is so umami, it goes really well with any Korean barbecue. I will link some of my barbecue recipe in the description down below. Mix again. Then Add a 1.5 cups of water. I don't know if it is true, but I heard that Sundubu Jjigae is getting popular in Japan. If you live in Japan or know if it is true, please let me know in the comments. Mix again and bring to a boil. I also heard it's really easy to find Sundubu Jjigae in LA, and a lot of Americans like it. Have you tried Sundubu Jjigae? When it comes to a boil, I'm transferring the soup to a dolsot or Korean stone bowl. This step is unnecessary, but using a dolsot will keep the soup hot long after it's removed from the fire. If you order sundubu at a Korean restaurant, it will usually be served still boiling in this stone bowl. Bring the soup to a rapid boil in the dolsot. Then it's time to add our sundubu, soft tofu. Break up the tofu however you want. I like my sundubu really thick, so I'm just dividing it into 5 large chunks. But some restaurants crush up their sundubu into little pieces. Boil your soup for 1 to 2 more minutes. And then, add your leek and spicy peppers. You can leave out the spicy peppers, but I like my food extra spicy. If you like Sundubu Jjigae, you should visit Chodang village in Korea, which is famous for sundubu. Their tofu is made using ocean water and has a very special unique flavor. The natural flavor of soybeans really comes out and the ocean water make it a little more salty. Last but not least, crack 1 egg into your soup. The Sundubu Jjigae I'm making is full of protein. If you go to cheap Korean restaurants, they won't put any meat or egg, but the tofu is still full of protein. Turn off the heat right after you put the egg. Since dolsot is containing the heat for a really long time, dolsot will cook the egg by itself. After you turn off the fire, cover your pot or dolsot until the egg is cooked. That's it! Our Sundubu Jjigae is all ready to eat! I'm sorry, but it tastes so good. Even I cook with the regular water, since I added a fish sauce, it gives really great fish seafood flavor. This soup is very spicy because I put the spicy pepper and I toasted the red pepper flake, and it's so good. If you don't like spicy food, make sure get the red pepper flake that is not spicy, and don't add the spicy pepper, then it won't be spicy, but it will still taste good. I really like it, so you should definitely try it. So see you next week. 안녕! If you like this episode, please hit subscribe and the like button. And if you want to see more video, it's over there and over there. And if you have any requests, please comment down below. I'll make sure to cover it in a future episode. See you next week. 안녕! 안녕! That's to the gate. 안녕!